Hello, hello. Welcome to another tutorial for modding or on modding Stonehearth. I actually just loaded here a game. I think it's the fourth or fifth time because I need a lot of male workers for that one. So what I'm going to show is how to add a custom animation into the game without overwriting the existing one. So it's an additional animation. And I did this here for the male models. That's why I need a lot of male workers, so the chances are higher. And there is now a custom idle animation in there, which hopefully will be triggered soon. And actually, you saw it here right now. So what happens is that randomly the workers will lose their right hand. It will fall down. It will start crawling, and they bend over to pick it up, like this one here, and attach it again. So I thought that's a little bit more funny one, which I added here. And we will take a look on how to do this. And actually the challenge is not to mod it into the game. The challenge is more on the creative side this time. So what you want to have is Blender. In this case, any other tool will work also, 3D tool, but yeah, well, I have created an add-on for Blender, so if you want to use this, which makes the life much more easy, you should go for Blender. So there we go. What we need to do the animation in addition is an object file of the models. So in Stonehearth you find the cubicle versions. So for example, you have all the entities, humans, male, and you see the QB file. So you need to load it into cubicle constructor either in the home or master edition and then export it as an object. I will not show this right here. This was shown, I think, more than enough already. So assuming we have it, we go to import, say, wavefront object, and I have created actually for myself a small repository. So I have here the QB files which are in the game, and I choose the human, and I take the male version, get some color, and to show the whole process, I load now the skeleton file. Again, I have prepared this and created myself a small folder structure where all these files are gathered. So the human male, that's the skeleton file, you will find it in the Stonehearth folder, in the animation rig, or in the rig folder there. Let's take a brief look on that one. So you have the rigs here, you go to the humans and you see the skeletons. So in the skeletons you find them, that's the skeleton files. So we loaded this one, and you want also to load the meta file which I've created. So that doesn't matter if it is a male or female version. There is one meta file per, let's say, per archetype. Load it also, and then by pressing two buttons here, actually what is done is that all the helper bones are attached, and the rotation points, origins in Blender, they are adjusted, the relationship between the body parts is created, so everything is prepared for animation and we are ready to go. Now, as the animation is just an act of creativity, I've prepared that one also because it took me a little bit, and I can show a new feature which exists now in the add-on, which is that I can load animations. So I have saved here the animation as a JSON file, and I just import it, and here we go. So I tried to make an animation which is like 100 frames in size, and if you play it, you see what happens. So the worker turns a bit, the hand is falling down, kind of crawls around. You can make it for sure prettier. The other hand grabs it, attaches it again, and that's the idle animation we want to have. So what you want typically is, let me open here another version. So that's just the same, already prepared the skeleton and the animations. So you would go, you would select everything, go here, insert, location, rotation, scale. Then you have the first keyframe attached, and you would go to, let's say, frame 10. On frame 10, I want the body to be turned a little bit. So I just choose the body part I want. I select R for rotate, and then you can choose X, Y, Z for the axis, which makes it quite easy to rotate. So rotate Z, for example, and you can turn him on the Z axis. Then you select some other body parts, again rotate, maybe on the X axis, which looks like that, or however you want to have it. And once you have the position as you want it modeled, let's say, then select again all, that's just clicking A, and then keyframes, insert, again location, rotation, scale, and you have the second keyframe. And that's how you go through the whole animation until your figure is doing what you want. Once you've done that, you go on File, Export, and then Stonehearth. And what you need to do here is then select not the skeleton, not the meta, but the animation which you want to export, and just export it as a JSON file. There you go. Then you can reuse this JSON file in Stonehearth. So assuming we've done this now, we exported the animation. We now need to go into our mods folder, and there are 4 positions which we need to adjust. First, we go to the data folder, rigs, humans, male, assuming we want to add a male animation. And I've added here one which you don't see in the standard folder structure, which is idle hand. So this is just the file as you exported it from Blender. That's the file which it creates. So just take the file one on one and copy it into this folder, give it a name, remember which name you gave it. And that's the first thing we need to do here. So that's on, again, data, rigs, human animation, and then male in this example. We want to make a male animation, idle animation. So that's this part. And let's maybe leave it open, maybe we need it. Then what we need is we need also to go into the mix-ins, and there is a base human model. So if we open that one, then we see that there are actually animations shown, so the actions which can be conducted. Now we want to add a new one here, which is related to our hand. So just take always as a template what is already there. So there is an animation idle sway. So now we create this entry here, Stonehearth action, idle, and hand. And that's also what we need to do here. Just save it, close it. Then we've covered the mix-ins. We need to go to AI for the artificial intelligence, to actions, and there you see again the entries for animations. That's a Lua file, so you will need some kind of a Lua editor. And if you open the folder the first time, it's Lua C or Luac. So you need to change this format to Lua. Look in the official forum. There is a quite nice thread on how to do it. Just take a look there. I think it's from Xavion. So that's a good place to look how to make these files readable. And then we just copy and paste another file, again, for example, the idle sway action, and we change it into idle hand action. So that's the name I chose. And if I open this file, then we will end up with something like this. And here you need to change all the sway words into hand. So here you have it. So it's called idle hand action. Here again, here again. Then here you have a hand entry. Just replace sway by hand. And also here idle sway, so we call the right one. And down there again. So this shows, as it seems, that if the worker is bored, then this animation will be triggered with a certain probability. So we can close that one also. We've done with this one. And of course, we need, as always, change the manifest file. So under mods, Stonehearth, go to manifest, open the manifest, look for sway. For example, find the entry, copy and paste it, and change it again to hand. There we go. So you will have to replace again some wordings, save it, then this Lua file is known to the to Stonehearth, and then that's the last file we need to change. So again, data rigs humans, and then we need to go to the effects. Where do we have it here? And that's the second part which you see here. So under effects there is also an idle hand JSON, and if you open this one, then we need just to replace here the animation which is played with idle hand. It was idle JSON, so you need to have this file here also. So that's 5 points which we need to adjust. And once you've done that, you can just play the game again, and you've added an animation. You did not overwrite it, which is a little bit more useful, as you will have then at the end much more animations hopefully than at the beginning. And probably I will upload this file also for the losing hanged effect, so you can just try it out even if you don't have the option to create an object file. At least you can try to do the modding a little bit and see if everything works out. And then you just need to hope you find or you can start a game with as many male workers as possible, because this just increases the chance for triggering the animation. There we go. Actually, I'm planning for the add-on for Blender to implement some kind of easier way to export animation so it fits not only the male but also the female model. I mean, so far it's probably only relevant for the human models, but nevertheless I'm not so happy that you need to create 2 animations at this very moment. But I think that's a quite interesting way to add a little bit more variety. And yeah, hope you like it. Hope you give it a try. It's not a very detailed animation, but at least something to play around a little bit. So hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for stopping by, and yeah, see you soon. Bye.